Close Racing Supply in Eldred, Pennsylvania has been in business since 1996, serving the motorsports industry with quality parts and components for dirt late models, modifieds, and stock lip race cars. Check out the expanded inventory at their new larger location or give them a call at 814-225-3250. In stock at Close Racing Supply are parts from the most popular manufacturers like All-Star Performance, Ware's Machine, Dynamic Drivelines, Winter's Performance, Willwood, Quick Car Racing Products, and many others. They also manufacture their own quality CRS race components. Check out the website at closeracingsupply.com or follow them on Facebook.
Racetrack, Rich Cobb up top, the 28C, the 28R, green flag goes in the air for a 15-lap feature event in the Colt Marine Garage Mini Stocks class, and Rich Cobb in the 28R jumps out with an early advantage over Preston Cobb. But now Preston Cobb powers back on the bottom of the racetrack. They go side by side, wheel to wheel into turn 3. The two continue to go side by side off of turn number 4, and it's going to be Preston Cobb who prevails with the race lead, although Rich Cobb all over the back bumper, nudging Preston Cobb into turn number 1. Kevin Dodd, he has thrown his name in the mix as well. He wants a piece of the action for the lead, as well as the 32H of Holden Heineman. Off of turn number 4, back onto the front straightaway, a car length of separation. That is all it is between the top two cars as they head through 1 and 2. Laps complete, 12 laps to go. Preston Cobb continuing to hold off Rich Cobb in the 28R. A car length, that's all it is between the two, and it has stayed like that consistently. Now, Preston Cobb under the gun as Rich Cobb dives at the bottom of the racetrack off of turn 4, takes a peek to the inside, and again going into turn 1, the two nearly make contact, and that allows Preston Cobb to take off with the race lead and clear Rich Cobb down the back straightaway. Laps down, 10 laps to go. Preston Cobb continuing to lead the way over Rich Cobb. Again, that car length bubble separating the two. However, Preston Cobb responds to that and adds a car length. You can call it 2 car lengths of the advantage for the race leader off of turn 4 down the front straightaway. 9 laps to go. Rich Cobb took a peek to the bottom of the racetrack off of turn number 2. Couldn't pull up alongside the 28C of Preston Cobb. Now they will again go side by side off of turn number 4 and onto the front straightaway. But Preston Cobb uses that high line momentum. Rich Cobb all over the back bumper again, possibly some contact as they head into turns 1 and 2. And down the back straightaway, a half a car length of separation. They were side by side, but now single file again as they enter turn 3. Halfway down, halfway to go, 7 more times around for the 2 race leaders, and waiting in the tire tracks, lurking behind the 2 leaders, is the 98 of Kevin Dodd. If the 2 were to potentially get into one another and take each other out, Kevin Dodd would be the one that would step in and take over the race lead, and now side by side down the front straightaway, drag racing all the way into turn 1. Five laps to go when they cross the stripe this time by, and it's Rich Cobb on the bottom of the racetrack. Again, wheel to wheel all the way down the front straightaway into 1 and 2. Rich Cobb continues to get lower and lower through turns 1 and 2, and it's working. He continues to hang tight right on the left side of Preston Cobb, and again, Kevin Dodd, he has closed the gap. A 3-car fight for the race lead with 4 laps to go. Off of turn 2, side by side again go the two race leaders. The advantage momentarily was to Ridge Cobb, but then Preston takes it back through 3 and 4. Up off corner exit, down the front straightaway. Inches separate the two at the line, but it's Preston Cobb with the advantage. 3 laps left. They lean on one another off of turn 2. A great battle for the lead and potentially the race win coming right down to the wire. 2 laps to go, and this time it is Ridge Cobb who leads that lap. And he's got the position and advantage over Preston, and he darts out to the race lead, and he has cleared the 28C of Preston Cobb. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4, and he has done it at good timing. 1 lap left, white flag being displayed as Preston Cobb is now fallen back into the grip of Kevin Dodd, who is all over his back bumper. And this is allowing Ridge Cobb to pull away. 4 car lengths separate the two as they head down the back straightaway for the final time into turns 3 and 4. Ridge Cobb had passed him a lap ago, and it's going to pay out. Double checkered flags in the air. Ridge Cobb's going to pick up the win in the Cold Creek Garage Mini Stocks class at McKean County Raceway. Cobb getting the straps and helmet off right now. We'll get a quick word with him when he hops out of the car. But a great battle, nonetheless, that we saw in our last feature event. And here he comes out of the car. Give it up for the 28R of Ridge Cobb.
I got to tell you, that was one of the best races of the night.
What?
Boy, what a great race. He's good. You raced him clean, and you guys fought and fought. That's awesome.
Ridge, congratulations on the win. And I got to know, man, it was entertaining to watch up there in the booth. How entertaining was it to be a part of the battle with your brother, side by side, lap after lap, and you be the one to prevail and put it in victory lane?
I wasn't able to think about anything but beating him. I'm not going to lie. That feels really good. I was on the bad luck train for pretty much the whole season except for like the end. So it's pretty refreshing.
Describe the feeling. What is it like to go door to door with your brother on the racetrack?
Kind of scary because you don't want to hit him or anything because that's your work you have to do. So it's just challenging.
Obviously a family affair that puts a lot of work into this racing team. Anybody that you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Salters Plumbing, Napoleon Engineering, Watson's Auto Body, and Kurt and Bonnie Stebbins and the McKean County staff for putting this place on.
Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
One more time for the 28R of Ridge Cobb. With Preston. Preston, you were holding the lead. You were holding the advantage all the way there until 2 laps to go. First of all, describe what happened. Second of all, describe the feeling losing to your brother.
It's not bad. I don't really care. I beat him in the heat race, so it's okay. No, it was great racing with him. We raced next to each other last week, so that was pretty sweet. We've been on the track for 2 years now, and we've never raced side by side up until last week and this week. And I mean, he got me both weeks, so that kind of sucks. But no, I felt pressure. I knew he started high, and I knew he was going to dip low because that was faster. And the moment I felt his pressure, I started blocking him. And then we got into each other, and it loosened the car up, upset it, and the car started pushing, and I was probably driving a little harder than I should have. But no, I'm happy for him. It's his first feature win of the season. So I just enjoy running, and we could both drive our cars on the trailers with no help. So it was a very successful night in my eyes.
Despite the challenge on the racetrack of not getting into one another and the competitive side of both of you, how fun was it to go door to door with your brother for lap after lap?
I thought that was pretty sweet. Like I said, it's been 2 years now we've been on the track together, and it's finally the past 2 weeks in a row. I hope they got some pretty sweet picks. But no, again, Fester's the real reason we're doing this. I mean, and all of our sponsors, him and Scott Tubb got us into it. So, again, I couldn't be happier with how it turned out. It'd be cooler if I got first, but we'll see what next week brings us.
Congratulations on the 1-2 brother finish.
Thank you.
All smiles down here for Preston Cobb as he comes across the line in second.